Hello there, lovelies. Recently, I've been talking to many women leaders around the leadership capabilities, skills, and also the mindset shifts required to lead in the current working environment. I don't think many people would argue with the fact that the leadership challenges or leading today has really changed significantly and does require a change in capability, in processes, and in mindset. So what we used to know about leadership yesterday is just not working. You see, with the events of 2020, there was a lot more these days, there's a lot more acceptance and expectation that teams can or people can work from home, which means often we are managing a hybrid working environment. And also, as you know, you get into more, I suppose, as your leadership journey progresses, you have younger and younger people joining your team. So the unique challenges in leading a diverse cross-generational team in this hybrid environment really does have an impact. So it's no wonder many women leaders are feeling exhausted and feel possibly like they're heading for burnout. Something's really got to change. So today I want to just go through some of the problems that women are experiencing with this cross-generational and hybrid working environment, and then share with you the leadership competencies that you can build over time to help you with this leadership journey. In fact, I'm going to share 3 of 9 competencies that I believe are required to lead a team in this diverse hybrid working environment. So the first challenge is the way that we are communicating or the way that we communicated with teams in the past in face-to-face meetings really needs to change when working in that hybrid working environment. It was much easier in a face-to-face environment to read the room, so to speak, and that's certainly an integral part of communication. And with the hybrid environment being introduced, it means that even though you may have some people in the physically in the room with you, there's also those people that are online. So you lose those visual cues. Often you do have or people can turn their cameras on, but the visual cues are also there can be micro cues, so whole of body cues, just the way people are sitting or the sideward glances that people may have between one another when communicating. That really does give you some of those invisible cues or team dynamics that really help you as a leader get the best out of your team, or know or figure out that you're heading into towards trouble with the team dynamics. So communication is the top thing that it really does impact. And also looking at cross-generational team, the way that the way you communicate with someone that's of a closer age group to me, I'm in my 50s, is very, very different to the way you need to communicate to someone that's younger, say in their 20s. So the problem that this really brings to light is that, and why women leaders are feeling exhausted all the time, it means that you always have to think about what other people's needs are in the way that you're communicating, in the way that you're dealing with them. And the way that you communicate and the way that you deal with people is so different now. The other challenge for working with cross-generational hybrid teams is momentum. And sometimes, if you think back to when everyone was in the office, so to speak, and there was momentum often. If the team was a high-performing team, you could potentially bounce off each other and really get momentum in some of the projects or the tasks that we're doing, because you were immersed in that team environment. It's much harder to get that momentum in a hybrid working environment. You also face some of the issues with the generational gap, with the ways of working of someone that's closer to my age than someone that's 20 or 25 may be completely different. Set aside skills and capabilities. It's just the ways of working, the ways that you go about work. So that's certainly presenting an issue as well. The third is a problem with this cross-generational hybrid teams is the ability to get results faster. And there are pros and cons for work, allowing team members to work at home. And obviously, one of the benefits is that if they do need focus time and they don't need to be interrupted all the time, then they potentially can get the results a lot faster. However, if the results are determined by other people that are on the team, and there is the hybrid working environment, that in itself can create some problems. So today I'm not going to really unpack any of the strategies to deal with the team. I want to actually focus on the competencies that you need to build as a leader in this environment to really help help stem some of or address some of these problems, but more so help you adapt to this significant change or this unique challenge that we're facing right now. So there's 3 leadership competencies that I've put together that I believe if you build these 3, there's 3 of 9 competencies. I'm sharing 3 today. That if you build these competencies, you will be better equipped to work with successfully with the cross-generation and hybrid working teams, and potentially will have less people issues, because basically that's why I've decided to address this topic, is that I'm noticing with my coaching clients more and more people issues coming to the forefront than ever before. So most of the women leaders have seen a pattern emerge and have had people problems or people issues that are reoccurring for 3 months or more, and nothing that they've tried so far has been able to shift it. So that's what our coaching conversation is about shifting it. So as always, leadership starts from within. So firstly, let's address the leadership competencies that I believe that you if you build these, it will really help. The first one is mental agility, and I define this as being self-assured and leans into ambiguity when others crave certainty. They are calm and productive, even when there's turmoil all around, when others are seeking approval and acceptance. So that's my definition of mental agility. That's the first leadership competency I believe you should build. The second leadership competency is grit, and I define this as having strength of mind, courage, and determination. Bounces back quickly after setbacks, is confident under pressure when others are indecisive, defensive, or second guesses themselves. The third leadership competency I believe will help you in this challenging time is situational savvy. So situational savvy is defined by is perceptive and intuitively hears what is not being said and responds to the cues in the moment with tact and flexibility, is spontaneous without conscious thought. So I believe that if you work on these three leadership competencies, they will certainly help you navigate this unique challenge of leading a diverse cross-operational team in a hybrid working environment, and will really certainly help you shift from being that exhausted leader to an energized leader who people really want to engage with and are inspired by. So if you've got a leadership challenge at the moment or a leadership dilemma that you would like some help with, then please just DM me and we can hop on a leadership strategy call. And in this strategy call, it's free, 45 minutes. I'll help you design a leadership action plan that's unique to your situation so that you get crystal clear on the very next step. That's it for today, my lovelies. Have a fantastic week and reach out and so that I can help you out. Bye for now.